These two equations here are expressed in general form. Here, we are going to examine their perpendicularity, saying that our slopes must have a relationship that one slope is actually, or the slope of the first is the negative reciprocal of the second, and vice versa. For our first equation, our A is equal to 2. Our B is not just a 3, but more importantly, it's negative 3. And C is 6. The slope, or the slope of the first equation of a line, is negative A, which is negative 2, over B, which is negative 3. Hence, this is 2/3. Now, for our second equation, our A is 6. Our B is positive 4. And C is negative of 12. To get the slope of the second equation, you will have negative of A, or negative 6, over B, which is 4. The slope of the second equation is negative 3/2. Look at their slopes. The first slope is equal to positive 2/3. The second slope is equal to negative 3/2. This is actually the reciprocal of the first plus a negative sign. This fits this category, hence these two lines must be perpendicular. Let's try to determine that further by getting their y-intercepts. The y-intercept of the first is given as negative C, which is negative 6 over negative 3. Therefore, this is positive 2. In point form, this is actually at 0 and 2. For our second equation, the y-intercept is negative C, which is negative of negative 12, okay, plus or over 4. This is actually given as positive 12 over 4. You will have here 12 over 4 is 3. So in a point, it is 0 and 3. Let's illustrate it in our Cartesian plane and see if they are really perpendicular. For our first equation, represented by color red, the slope, the y-intercept is at 0, 2, and the slope is 2/3. So 1, 2, that's rise, and the movement for run towards the right, because the slope is positive. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's the point. So the equation of a line for our first equation is this red line here. Okay. Now, let's move towards our next equation. You have 0 and 3. That's the point. So 0 and 3, that's here. But the slope is negative 3/2. So 1, 2, 3 here. And since the slope is negative, the movement is for the run is towards the left. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. Here is our second point. Now, connecting them, we can see this as our line. Assuming that my sketches are correct, we can see that the graph are perpendicular to each other.